Here we are now. Neoclassical building. Look at this. But they keep the front the same and they just rebuild at the back. They rebuild at the back. So instead of doing the American or the Irish way, pretending the place is going to fall down, they keep the frontage, which they didn't do on the River Liffey in Georgian, a lot of Georgian Dublin. Here they are doing the same over here. They keep the front, and now this is the Fiscalia General del Estadio. This is the revenue commissioners of the state. So as you can see, this was once a palace. And they're rebuilding. Modernizing, I would think. Yep, look, there they are. They're putting in the modern system at the back and keeping the frontage. What's wrong with that, I ask? Except greedy developers and politicians in Ireland knock everything down, turn it into a square with no colour, no flavour, no architecture, unless you want to call boxes architecture. Oh well, why should I complain? To destroy one's own is the modernist way. Quick, knock it down, tear it up, smash it, it's no good, it has no value. And yet the eye deserves beauty and splendor. I was in the metro and got off at Nuvus Ministerial, and I went to the exit that brought me into El Cortes Inglés, and a massive complex. I'm not kidding you, 6 floors, but the width, the size. And the shops that were in there, you know all those names. Bulgari. There's a stand in Brown Thomas that is little more than an updated version of Pennies over here. Pennies, it's just a version of Pennies, the Dublin branch. Bulgari. And they have a salon, and another salon, and another salon. And you go to Dublin and they're bragging about how wealthy they are in Ireland. They're in the bloody penny place. The penny place. Brown Thomas is little more than a pennies when you come to Madrid. There's no money personnel in Ireland because you don't go and buy a 20,000 or a 30,000 pound watch, Rolex or Philippe or whatever it is, and stand beside a big load of knackers walking up and down drinking. As I once seen in Brown Thomas, carrying Dunstore's shopping bags and a Penny's bag and drinking from a McDonald's cup in Brown Thomas in Dublin. Doesn't happen here. Penny place. But because you've been persuaded that there's class in Brown Thomas, you think Brown Thomas is classy. God help us. I always knew it was It was an expensive knacker's paradise. Because if you're spending huge money on jewellery, perfumery, blah blah blahry, why on God's earth would you be standing in a box in the middle of a shop to pay for it, as if you were buying rice or chips like all the other masses? It's just not logical at all. I really mean it. An upgraded pennies. This must be a government office. A ministerial. Ed Hinor. Well, they could be just the fixers. Yep, they're fixing the place. So Ed Hinor is fixers. Guardia Civil. I'm not going to go over and look at the name of the ministry, because it don't matter. You can see it. There's a very famous statue I'm going to walk to, and it's called Columbus. Column. And it's meant to be Mr. Columbus, who wasn't the great saint that everybody thinks he was. Thankfully, the history of Columbus is getting a wider distribution. And it's a well-known fact, if you're still listening to this small video, tell me all about it. It's a well-known fact that it was an Irishman that discovered the Americas. Now, them there Vikings would be telling you they discovered it as well. But it was an Irishman that discovered it first, and then they discovered it after. Sure. Isn't this a well-known fact to all that know it? Haha. Columbus. Now, I was going to take a video of this flag flying. It ripples. Unfortunately, it's not. It's the most beautiful flying flag in the whole of Spain. And I have it rippling on previous videos from previous years. Today, there is no ripple. And there's the dirty Columbus fella himself. Killed more than he saved. Robbed the poor state of Spain as well, because he promised them so much. Thank you. Because he promised them so much gold, and he didn't get it. But he got enough. Anyway, this is called Columbus, or Column. And they're working everywhere.